What if Putin's fortune wasn't what the world believes it to be? For years, we've heard whispers of hidden billions, secret palaces, and extravagant yachts. But behind the curtain of power lies a story far more intriguing, one that involves his daughters, mysterious dealings, and secrets the world was never meant to know. Let's uncover the 8 most shocking truths about Putin that have remained hidden until now. The shocking truth about Putin's wealth. Vladimir Putin is one of the most powerful men in the world. But what is his true wealth? Many experts believe that Putin's wealth could be among the richest people in the world, but the actual figure remains a mystery. One thing is certain: Putin's wealth is more than just a number. It is tied to the economic, political, and even health influence of millions of people. Russia is one of the countries with the most abundant resources, and those in power often have a strong influence on the economy. The total wealth of the Russian people is estimated at $3.8 trillion, and according to many analysts, a significant portion of this is controlled by influential people like Putin. When a leader has control of huge resources, it affects not only politics, but also global financial markets. Every decision can affect the price of oil, gold, cryptocurrencies, and even the economies of other countries. Powerful people always have a long-term financial strategy. So what helps them control their assets? Diversify your income sources. Don't rely on just one source of money. Control your assets through a system of intermediaries, a lesson that the world's biggest billionaires also apply. Always maintain mental and physical health, because without health, all assets are meaningless. Many people believe that power and money are everything, but the world's richest billionaires cannot buy back health. Top leaders, including Putin, have strict exercise and nutrition regimens to maintain maximum performance. So how can you apply their strategies to your life? Putin. From poverty to supreme power. Vladimir Putin is not only a leader, but also a symbol of power and mystery. But few people know that his journey began from very humble roots. The story begins in the 17th century, when Putin's ancestor, Yakov Nikon, served Ivan Nikita Romanov, the uncle of Tsar Michael Fedorovich. Although he came from a peasant background, the Putin family steadfastly overcame political and social crises that lasted for centuries. In the 19th century, Spiridon Putin, Vladimir Putin's grandfather, came closer to the people in power. His father, Vladimir Putin Sr., was a brave soldier in World War II, but despite the family's tradition of serving the country, they still had to live in hardship. It was Vladimir Putin's poor childhood that shaped his ambition. He spent 17 years in the KGB, the Soviet Union's most powerful intelligence agency, where he learned important political and strategic skills. And with shrewd moves, Putin gradually rose to the top of politics, becoming president of Russia in 1998, and by 2012, he had consolidated almost absolute power. But Putin's power is not only political. His true wealth remains a mystery. There are many theories that he owns secret investments, controls state resources, and has close ties to Russian oligarchs. Those in power don't just run the country, they control the economy. Despite his prominence on the world stage, Putin is very private about his personal life. His 2 daughters, Maria and Katerina, are heavily protected from the public eye. He believes that power always comes with danger, and this makes the Putin family even more of a mystery. In addition to controlling the economy and politics, Putin also pays special attention to physical and mental health. Regular martial arts training, judo, and swimming help him stay flexible. Strict diet, prioritizing foods high in protein and low in sugar, disciplined lifestyle, meditation, and strategic thinking training help him make sharp decisions. What do you think about the financial and health strategies of the world's leaders? Leave a comment, and don't forget to watch the next video on how leaders maintain power and sanity. The secret life of Putin's daughter. Vladimir Putin, the man who holds absolute power in Russia, is not only mysterious in politics, but his private life is also a mystery. Behind the political facade is a story about family, love, and secrets that no one knows. On the 28th of July, 1983, Putin married Lyudmila Shkrebneva, opening a new chapter in his life. They have two daughters, Maria, born in 1985 in Leningrad, nicknamed Masha; Katerina, born in 1986 in Germany, often called Kata. Their names are after their grandmother, reflecting deep family traditions. But when Putin's political career took off, the two girls' childhoods changed completely. Concerned about their safety, Putin withdrew his daughters from school, leaving them to study in a separate environment, away from the media lens. They grew up in isolation, under the strictest security measures. Although many accounts describe Putin as a loving father, his growing power distanced him from his family. He spent less and less time with Maria and Katerina, while the protection around them became tighter. In 2013, Putin and Lyudmila announced their divorce, ending a decades-long marriage. Lyudmila gradually disappeared from the public eye, while rumors about Putin's relationship with Olympic athlete Alina Kabayeva spread. There was much speculation that they had children together, but to this day, everything remains a mystery. Maria and Katerina did not follow their father's political path. Maria pursued a degree in biology and medicine, specializing in genetics and health. Katerina specialized in Asian studies, but was also passionate about art and dance. Both attended university under false identities to protect their privacy and avoid trouble from their father's reputation. Despite their protection from the media, their lavish lifestyle has attracted scrutiny. In 2013, Katerina married Russian billionaire Kirill Shalov, and in 2018, their divorce was revealed to be worth $2 billion. With their father at the center of international sanctions, the sisters' lives have been affected. Experts say the pressure can take a toll on mental health, causing chronic stress and anxiety. Is their life truly lavish, or just a facade? Putin's daughter, billionaire marriage and secrets no one knows. Katerina Putin, unlike her secretive sister Maria, has always lived in the spotlight of wealth and power. But behind the lavish parties are dark secrets, tumultuous separations, and connections that have the world questioning. In 2013, Katerina married Russian billionaire Kirill Shalov in a lavish ceremony at the Igora Resort in Leningrad. It was more than just a wedding, it was a show of power. Spectacular laser shows, exquisite figure skating, a grand recreation of a Russian village. The seemingly perfect marriage only lasted until 2018. Their divorce exposed a huge $2 billion fortune, revealing the mysterious financial aspects surrounding the Putin family. Soon after the divorce, rumors began to appear. Katerina is said to have had a relationship with German ballet star Igor Zelinsky, and some sources even claim that they have a daughter together. But like all stories surrounding the Putin family, the truth is carefully hidden, leaving many unanswered questions. In 2022, Maria and Katerina were officially sanctioned by major powers such as the US, UK, EU, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan. The allegations revolve around their benefiting from financial resources linked to the Russian government. Not only them, but their husbands are also targeted. There is much speculation that Putin is using his family to protect his personal assets, hiding the truth about his huge fortune from the public and international organizations. Despite living in luxury, political and media pressures have significantly affected the mental health of those involved. Prolonged stress can cause insomnia, depression, and anxiety. The rich and powerful invest heavily in their health, from nutrition to meditation and exercise, to maintain mental clarity. But the most important question remains: will these secrets ever be revealed? Putin's ex-wife, new life. After 30 years of marriage, the life of Lyudmila Okoretnaya, the ex-wife of Russian President Vladimir Putin, has been a journey of mystery and unexpected turns. After 30 years with the most powerful man in Russia, their split in 2013 was shocking, but what happened next was even more surprising. Before marrying Putin in 1983, Lyudmila was an Aeroflot flight attendant, a job that allowed her to travel the world. Fluent in French, German, and Spanish, she was an intellectual and independent woman. The two met in the early 1980s in their hometown of Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, through a mutual friend. Their marriage seemed like the perfect match. Putin, an ambitious KGB spy. Lyudmila, a charming woman who didn't like the spotlight. They have two daughters, Maria and Katerina, but both were raised in the shadows, using false identities to avoid public scrutiny. As Putin's political career grew, Lyudmila gradually became a shadow behind her husband. Despite her own ambitions, Putin is said to have kept her out of the public eye. Famous Russian fashion designer Slava Zaitsev once revealed, Lyudmila admitted that she was never ready for the role of First Lady. Being in public made her feel uncomfortable. In 2013, the couple announced their divorce, ending a 3-decade marriage. The reason given was that Putin's busy schedule and his private life were no longer compatible. But surprisingly, after the divorce, Lyudmila almost disappeared from the media spotlight, raising a series of questions. Where is she? What is her life like now? Is she truly free, or is she still under the control of the Russian power system? Is Lyudmila's disappearance a sign of a new free life, or just another mysterious veil of Russian politics? The terrifying truth behind Putin's critics. Since Vladimir Putin came to power, a terrifying truth has emerged. Anyone who criticizes him can face dire consequences. Anna Politkovskaya, a courageous journalist, exposed the dark side of the regime in her book Putin's Russia, but the truth she exposed made her a target. Assassinated in 2006, 5 people were convicted, but the real mastermind remains a mystery. It is reported that $150,000 was spent to silence her forever. That same year, Alexander Litvinenko, a former FSB agent, was poisoned with polonium-210 in a London hotel. After weeks of suffering, he died, leaving behind a powerful accusation. Putin was behind my death. A British investigation later concluded that the FSB, on Putin's orders, was most likely responsible. These events are not random. They reflect a terrifying pattern. Anyone who criticizes power can be mysteriously erased. Amidst all this mystery, Putin lives in a $1.35 billion fortress on the Black Sea. High security, state-of-the-art defense systems, luxurious with a gold-plated swimming pool, expensive wine cellar and private theater. When living in a stressful and dangerous environment, staying healthy is paramount. Those at the pinnacle of power like Putin know this. Maximum health protection to prolong life. But there is one thing that even health or power cannot protect: the truth. What do you think of this story? Leave us a comment. Putin's $1.35 billion palace. On a cliff overlooking the Black Sea sits a mansion so extravagant it seems almost impossible. At 190,000 square feet, the $1.35 billion palace is one of the most lavish properties ever built. Set on a nature reserve, it was designed to be an impregnable fortress. Rumored to be a symbol of Putin's ultimate power, it is more than just a mansion. It is a private world for the elite. In 2012, Sergei Kolesnikov, a former Putin associate, claimed he had been tasked with overseeing the construction of the palace. In 2021, opposition leader Alexei Navalny published a shocking investigation, calling it the world's largest bribe. The entire mansion was reportedly financed with embezzled state funds, causing a public uproar. Not only is the construction value enormous, the maintenance cost of this palace is up to $2 million USD a year. More than 40 specialized staff take care of the landscape and maintain the luxurious interior. Designed by Italian architect Lanfranco Cio, creating one of the most luxurious spaces on the planet. Living in a place like this is not just about wealth, but also a way to maintain power and health. A private wine cellar containing expensive wines, helping to maintain an elite lifestyle. Spa, gym, and gold-plated swimming pool all serve to train the body and mind. Advanced air filtration system to maintain a clean living environment. But the most important question remains: is this really Putin's personal property, or just a symbol of Russian power? Putin's luxury yacht fleet. When it comes to Vladimir Putin's wealth, the magnificent mansions are only part of the picture. His fleet of lavish yachts is the true symbol of his power, connections, and unlimited wealth. One of the most prominent super yachts in Putin's collection is the Olympia, a $35 million vessel, reportedly a gift from billionaire Roman Abramovich. It's more than just a means of transportation. It's a palace on the water. Next is the Graceful, a maritime masterpiece that can accommodate 14 VIP guests. With its luxurious interior and cutting-edge technology, it's more than just a yacht. It's a symbol of dominance. But the real diamond in the collection is the Rossio, a super yacht worth $1.5 billion after being upgraded. Swimming pool, helipad, bulletproof glass. The luxurious interior is no less than the most luxurious hotels in the world. And after all that, there is still a controversial name, Scheherazade, 140 meters long, worth $800 million. One of the largest yachts in the world, but the identity of the owner remains a mystery. Yachts are not just a symbol of wealth, they are also a place for billionaires to maintain health and fitness. High-end gym and spa area, where you can train on the waves. Special diet with a private chef, ensuring optimal health. Advanced water filtration system, creating the perfect living environment. But the biggest question remains, is this really Putin's personal property, or just a complex network to hide financial power? Inside Putin's moving fortress, when it comes to luxury cars, many people think of speed, sophisticated design, and high class. But Vladimir Putin's car collection goes beyond those standards. These are not just means of transportation, but mobile fortresses where power, technology, and security converge. The centerpiece of the collection is the Oris Senate, an armored limousine dubbed the Kremlin Mobile, worth $700,000. Bulletproof, bomb-proof, even resistant to biological attacks. Powerful engine and state-of-the-art security system. Luxurious design, demonstrating supreme authority. Not only Putin, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un also tested the Senate and was amazed by its cutting-edge technology. This is not just a car, it is a statement of power and security. In addition to Senate, Putin also owns a Mercedes-Benz S-Class Pullman Guard worth $1.6 million USD, a super luxury limousine designed to protect the most important people in the world. High level of bulletproof, superior explosion resistance, luxurious interior, royal class. The #1 choice for high-level events. For world leaders, health protection is as important as safety protection. Massage chairs and smart temperature control help optimize health. The car cabin is designed to reduce stress, creating an ideal working space. But the question remains, is this Putin's personal vehicle or part of a larger network of power? Putin's luxury watch collection. For Vladimir Putin, watches are more than just timepieces. They are symbols of power, status, and extreme wealth. Each watch on Putin's wrist is not only a mechanical masterpiece, but also a statement of his position on the international stage. The centerpiece of Putin's collection is the A. Lange & Son Turbograph, pour le mérite, one of the rarest watches in the world. High-quality platinum case, transparent sapphire crystal. Only 51 pieces were handcrafted in Germany, valued at a staggering $500,000. As of 2012, Putin's luxury watch collection was worth more than $700,000, 6 times his official salary. Each watch is not just an accessory, but a statement of status. But these watches are not only for his own benefit. In 2009, during a vacation, Putin unexpectedly gave a Blancpain watch, a brand in the top 15 in the world, to a Siberian boy. Blancpain is one of the top luxury brands, sought after by the elite. This action further raises questions about Putin's true wealth. In the elite, owning a high-end watch is not only a demonstration of power, but also a way to maintain a top style. Many luxury watches are designed to monitor heart rate and stress levels, helping to maintain health. CEOs and politicians often use luxury watches to control their biological rhythms and optimize work performance. But the question remains, is this just a personal preference or part of Putin's secret wealth network? Putin and the billion-dollar air fleet. When it comes to luxury and absolute security, nothing beats the private jets of heads of state. But Vladimir Putin's IL-96-300 PU is more than just a plane. It's a flying fortress. At $70 million, the IL-96-300 PU represents not only Russia's cutting-edge aviation technology, but also Putin's ambition to have absolute control wherever he is. Advanced anti-missile systems, encrypted communications networks, allowing him to conduct military and diplomatic operations from the air. Radar jamming technology, making him invisible to enemies. The caution doesn't stop there. As Putin moves, a formation of decoy planes flies on different routes, aiming to distract any potential threats. This level of precaution reflects the importance of his position. But the IL-96-300 PU is just one part of Putin's 58-plane air fleet. Luxury private jets for important diplomatic trips. A series of VIP helicopters for short-range trips. For world leaders, physical and mental fitness is paramount. A gym and high-end massage chairs help Putin stay in shape even when flying. Advanced air filtration systems protect health in all conditions. Special nutrition ensures maximum physical strength and concentration. But the question remains, is this just a means of transportation or a symbol of absolute power? The secret life of Putin's elite bodyguards? In the world of the most powerful leaders, security is a top priority. But no one is as closely guarded as Vladimir Putin. The Musketeers. Putin doesn't just have a group of bodyguards. He has an elite unit of the Russian Federal Protective Service, FSO, with the strictest standards in the world. The highest level of tactical and operational training, weapons skills, and instant reaction to any situation. Absolute secrecy. Their identities are almost never revealed. To become one of the Musketeers, they must meet strict criteria. Height between 5'9" and 6'3", weight between 165 and 200 pounds, strong enough to overwhelm, but fast enough to react. Incredible endurance, ready to perform in all conditions, from the bitter cold of Russian winters to the scorching heat of summer. Constant martial arts and hand-to-hand combat training to stay in shape. But physical strength is not enough. Putin's bodyguards are also equipped with the most advanced protection technology in the world. Encrypted communication headsets, allowing tactical exchanges without being eavesdropped. Bulletproof vests, stealth weapons, and danger-detecting sensors. Special formation movement tactics, protecting Putin from all angles. They are not just bodyguards, but also warriors ready to sacrifice their lives in case of emergency. Health and psychology. The secret to maintaining perfection. Strict diet, rich in protein and foods that optimize physical strength. Intense training to maintain physical and mental strength. Emotional control training to not lose focus even in the most dangerous situations. But the question remains, is this just a bodyguard team or a system to protect absolute power? We've only scratched the surface, but what do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Like this video, subscribe so you never miss a new story about the world's most fascinating people. Thanks for watching.